Once again, Karen Bass talks out of her ass. Because when destruction occurs, it's everyone's fault but hers. L.A. Mayor Karen Bass is demanding an investigation into her trip to Ghana. The H is silent. As the L.A. fires erupted, a trip she made the decision to embark on. Roll it, Lance.
Although there were warnings that I frankly wasn't aware of, I think our preparation wasn't what it typically is.
What do you mean there were warnings you weren't aware of?
When I talked about it with the fire chief, what she said is that we have warnings of Santa Ana winds a lot, but predicting this, and you saw, from the city, from the county, that level of preparation really didn't happen. So it didn't reach that level to me to say something terrible could happen and maybe you shouldn't have gone on the trip.
Why didn't
But to me, I don't know. I mean, I think that's one of the things we need to look at.
She wants to know how she ended up thousands of miles away in Africa. It seems to me like it's pretty simple. She hopped on a plane and flew there. What, did someone blindfold her, throw her in the back of a trunk, and bing, bang, boom, she ended up in Ghana? Nope, she booked the trip, and as mayor, she lives in L.A. where fires are a part of life. Blaming her absence on someone else is kind of like blaming your hangover on the bartender. It's all on you, Mayor Bass, which means you'll probably be governor in no time.
Period.
Guy, you got to give her credit. This is an audacious play. You know, it's like OJ saying, like, we need to find the killer.
Yeah. It's like, good luck, Nancy Drew, with this mystery. How did you end up on another continent on a trip that you chose to go on? She's like, we don't know the details, but we're looking into it.
Yeah.
She also promised as a candidate not to leave the country, ever, as mayor. She loved to go to Africa, she said, but not anymore once I'm mayor. She listed like 5 cities she would ever go to, and that's it. And then here she is for the 4th or 5th time overseas, and this happens. And she's, I guess, so out of any other excuse or idea that she said, we're investigating ourselves at how this could have been done to me. How could I have done this to me?
Yes.
An investigation with Karen Bass.
I'll be reporting myself to me. Chris, you know what freaks me out about her? Everything she says that's horrible, she does with a smile. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
It's weird.
It's freaky, and it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, wouldn't we all want to have this excuse where I would be like, babe, I'm investigating how I went to the strip club as well. I don't know how that happened. It is under investigation. The winds were blowing that way, but I didn't know, and do I have a chainsaw?
Yeah.
You know? That's true, you know?
Yeah.
It's wild. She's babbling.
No, actually, though, guys could do that. Like, you know, I think we really need to investigate why I cheated on you with your best friend.
Yes.
There's some underlying issues there.
We're figuring it out.
And it's also an active investigation, so we cannot comment at this time.
Right. Honey, I cannot comment to you, the therapist.
I would love to tell you what we found.
It's disclosed.
yes. Emily, I just got some breaking news.
What?
I'm really hot. No. Apparently, Karen Bass just fired the fire chief. But I don't know if that has any effect on what you're already going to say.
I mean, whatever. It's like watching mud wrestling. Go ahead. I don't care. Both of you suck. Look, here's the thing.
I like mud wrestling.
Yeah, seriously. All right, I'm going to investigate that. So here's the thing. This is what kills me about this, is that only in the last 4 years could we have the most clearly incompetent, responsibility shoveling away human as mayor of one of the largest cities of America. And then by the way, she says, like, you know, I didn't get that weather service report. I'm investigating. That was designated a PDS, a particularly dangerous situation by the Weather Service, which meant like really strong winds, super high temperatures, and something else, whatever. The whole point is that was everywhere. Everyone knew it was going to be
It's called a PDS?
Yeah, I have it right here.
God, I thought I had
Fire
that
service warning.
My doctor told me if I think I have PDS, I should call the pharmacist immediately. Especially if it lasts more than 3 hours.
This is a different kind of fire. So it's just yeah, it's just it's crazy to me that we can get by, that she can try to get by with this level of deflection and this level of incompetence, that it somehow sticks. And the fact that our tax dollars were so wasted on her salary the whole time, were absolutely annihilated during the horrible response and lack of prevention to this terrible wildfire, but also now they're being spent on an investigation. Like, the only thing I want my tax dollars to go through to are to firing her next. By fire chief, by her.
Yeah, you know, Tom, this is one of those instances where nobody knew that Bass was incompetent if you lived in that Democrat bubble that voted for her, but this got through. It's like we all knew she was incompetent, but it took a giant fire for everybody else to go, oh, maybe she's not good.
Yeah, and what good is it to fire the fire chief she should have just gone ahead and had the guts to blame the fire chief. Like, she didn't say anything. Her closing statement in that interview was, the idea that I was not present was very painful to me.
Yes.
The idea, wait a minute, it's not an idea. Like, she actually wasn't present.
Yes.
She physically wasn't there. It wasn't an idea.
Yes.
But politicians have to figure that era is over. You can't talk in this mealy-mouthed way anymore. Trump has put a complete end to that. She should have just blamed people. I think that's what Trump would have done.
Yeah.
He would have been like, it's Gavin Newsom's fault.
Yeah.
I think he did do
Just
that.
blame Gavin Newsom, right? Get out,
That's what I tried to do when I told my wife about the strip club. It didn't work.
No, you know what Trump would have done? He would have blamed the fire.
Yeah. Yes. And you know what? He would
What's
have
up
been right.
with this fire?
He would have been right.
Yeah, he would have been right. It's the fire's fault. All right.